And welcome back to the Third Opinion Podcast.
Greetings. Elisha just hit puberty. Correct his voice there.
I meant to say it that way and keep saying what I was going to say. We're on episode 11.
Double digits.
Double digit boy.
We're past 10 now.
Our surprise mystery guest.
It's still a surprise.
He's still a surprise.
It's still a mystery.
Guest. Also, from episode 2 or 3, whichever one it was, 15 years ago, whenever we recorded it originally.
11 years ago.
Religiously. I recant the statement saying we're going to have a guest every 5 episodes. Because I did the math, and it's just not possible. I don't know that many people.
We don't know that many people.
And if we can't...
We must expand our social circles.
And if we can't manage a surprise mystery guest who is actually a great guest that's not related to us in any way, there's no way we can get more than one every 5 episodes.
We're still working out those kinks.
Yeah, the show is still a young boy, and you're a young boy for listening to the show.
We have many things left to.
I know three females that listen to the show. Moms, sisters, cousins.
That's it. That's all of them.
And they enjoy the show for what it is, and they're all little boys for listening to the show, and they're young for listening to it.
Who happen to be boys.
And they're also young. I should have taken a drink of water before we began. Ethan.
Take a sip there. I'll entertain the people.
All right, thank you.
So I says to him, how did those little things get in your pajamas? Little Marx Brothers there for you. Little Groucho.
I really want to get a machaca.
They're
made out of wood, and
they're made out of machaca. Lit.
They're made out of chalk.
You know they make cake out of those.
Out of machacas?
Machocolate cake.
Machaca's cake?
Machocolate cake.
So my mom went to a eye convention in Gatlinburg.
Something tells me this isn't going to go where I think it's going. Something tells me there's something dastardly behind this story.
She went to an eye convention in Gatlinburg. She works at Dr. Roan's office, optometry office. My mom, episode 5 guest. And she, before she left, asked me, hey, do you want anything from Gatlinburg? And I said, yes, please.
And what did you tell her?
I told her to get us something for the podcast that had a decent story behind it and made a racket.
It would make racket.
It has to make racket, Ethan. It's a radio show.
You make enough racket.
I'm opening up the thing that my mom got me right now.
What is this?
It is a funny air quote duck noise. It's a whoopee toot horn that you blow with your face mouth.
It's like a whoopee cushion.
I haven't opened this. You haven't heard the noise. I haven't heard the noise.
I feel like you're about to make farts with your mouth.
Excuse you, Ethan. This is an adult program that is cool for cool people only.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's fine. I forgive you.
Please make whoopee noises with your whistle.
Oh, I plan to. So I haven't heard this at all.
I don't think I'm prepared for this.
Oh, you're not. You don't. It's not going to sound the way you think about it's going to sound.
I don't have an opinion as to how it sounds.
Your third opinion is not important on how this sounds. Excuse me.
That was the whistle.
It was me. So,
all right.
I haven't heard the sound. Ethan hasn't heard the sound.
Give it a toot.
I'm getting to that. Don't worry about it. And my mom brought this back. She brought back this and hard candy. Here's the sound of hard candy. And
been munching on that hard candy.
And I went back to their house. We call it the big house. And
it's a big house.
And she said, I have 2 things for you. One's candy and one's a sound maker for the podcast. And I said, oh, boy, you know me so well. Thank you for getting it for me. And I called her because she was at work. And I said, thank you so much for getting me this. I said, it's perfect. I was laughing, and my sister saw I was an idiot.
It's all led to this moment.
It's all led to this moment. And I'm just going to go ahead and... You're not... I'm just going to make this sound. Ready?
That sounded exactly like I thought it was going to sound like. We're done. This podcast is over. This podcast is over.
That was the most horrible noise I've ever
That was
heard.
horrifying. It was like a heart attack in a can.
I kind of want to call my mom and have her a live somewhat guest, and then just... It's Sunday afternoon. She's probably already in the bed asleep.
Rightfully so. All right, we've had enough of that.
You don't like it?
We the people have decided.
You don't like it?
Me the people.
Me the people. The other half of my podcast and the other half of Ethan's podcast. You don't like it?
It's too much. It's too much.
The fact that this is a part of our show that we do weekly is incredible.
We're gonna have weekly sound reviews now. Please don't. I shouldn't give you ideas.
That's an amazing idea.
You run with ideas like a small bow with ammo.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but all right.
I don't either.
I feel like that was personal.
It's not a personal thing.
It's just me.
It's just me. So,
have you kids heard of Spooky Month?
allow us to preach the good word of Spooky Month to you.
It's the newspaper in our town. They said you can tell it's scary season, and I made a Snapchat that said, "Excuse you, it's Spooky Month."
Because we have referred to it as Spooky Month upon the show.
Oh yeah, on the show, and just in life in general.
I believe President Trump is actually
going to change the name of October.
To Spooky Month because it's.
If he does, he'd be a good president.
It's
then.
officially Spooky Month, and that's our political comment for the week.
He's a bad president, but he would be a good president if he changed the name of October to Spooky Month.
Next week's episode, we have a real special, not guest.
Not guest.
No guest.
No guests.
But we have a good time coming for you. I'm excited for it. We still got to work out a few details.
For next week's episode?
We're going to have some scary stories.
That should be thunder. I actually have a thunder sound on my phone.
That was my scared noise.
Oh.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah. Let's just cut back to that part of the episode where we talked about it and that woman that was scared by the bathroom scene with Pennywise. Let's just cut back to that screaming sound.
We'll just edit that in.
Edit that part.
After Effects. After Effects. We'll see how that goes. So, the plan is to frighten you a little bit on next week's episode.
Give you a bit of a little boy spook.
And you'll get a little bit of carryover into November. Little bit of...
It'll be November 4th.
Scare it right out of you in time for Turkey Town. We go from Scary Month, Spooky Month, to Turkey Town.
Turkey Town.
Or Coma Month.
The next time, so this one comes out, we're recording this the 22nd of October.
22nd.
Of October.
Scary Month.
Around 8 p.m., boys.
22nd of Scary Month.
Yes.
Get it right, Elisha.
Oh, were you paying attention to the time also?
It's time.
And so the Spooky Month episode, the Scary Stories episode, will come out Monday, the day before Halloween,
which
30th.
Will be a good way to lead into your Spooky Month festivities.
We are doing for Halloween for the Venture Crew. It's easier to do at a Venture Crew event. We're going to do a Nerf Player Unknowns Battlegrounds,
which we've been talking about for a little while now.
Yeah, we may have mentioned on
I feel like we have.
We may have mentioned it.
I know. I am one excited fellow.
I'm a one excited fellow as well. I've planned it for more than a month.
Grease the arsenal.
Yes, Nerf guns. Nerf guns are cheap, easy, and everybody can go buy a Nerf gun. Whereas airsoft, you have to have some sort of protection.
There's so much
and then
gear involved. I mean,
yeah. Or even paintball. You have paintball guns are expensive to take care of.
The bullets are really expensive. There's a lot going on.
You can buy a 200 pack of Nerf darts for like $10.
Yeah,
and it's great. And you can buy a decent Nerf gun for like $20.
You and I are
we're Nerf aficionados.
Big fans of the Nerf guns.
Nerf guns are a great time. Because I enjoy real guns, but you have to be 18 to buy ammo. I've been 19 for a year and a half now.
So expensive.
It's too much to take care of.
It is.
Which we're having a venturing shooting day, a real one with real guns.
Cool.
It's gonna be a great time.
That will be a good time.
But for the Spooky Month Spooktacular, we are going to do a Nerf Players Unknowns Battlegrounds, and it's going to take place at the big house in the fields because it's like 4 or 5 acres, that entire area that we're playing in.
The big fields,
and it's perfect because it's just
at
open fields
house.
and you can just play Nerf guns.
Big open fields house.
Big open fields house.
The house is a field.
And what you can do. So we're doing that. And it gets dark right around like 6:10.
Right.
So it's going to be like 4 hours at the very most. We're going to have like 15 people also.
It's going to be that'll be a good number of people. We can have, 5 teams that way?
Yeah, we're going to do teams of 2. And see, me and Andrew have been friends forever. So we might do a team. Me and you might do a team, depending on how things goes. Robert's doing something that Saturday, unfortunately.
I know.
It'll be the worst.
Betrayal.
Yeah.
Deceit.
I need to unadd him from the Facebook group.
Banished. Banished, I say.
Banned. But we're doing that, and then whenever it gets dark, we're going to go inside and watch spooky movies or play spooky boy games with videos involved. Play board games. We might play apples to apples.
Have you ever wondered why they call them board games?
Because you're bored when you play them?
Yeah.
Also, I cannot see your face right now.
What's the deal with that?
Your face is behind the microphone.
What's the deal with that?
The
Airplane food.
Is this your Jerry Seinfeld stand-up bit? What's the deal with airplane food?
What's the deal with board games?
Let's try to get Jerry Seinfeld on the podcast.
I don't think I could speak. I am a large fan. Not a huge fan because I don't want to be obese, but a huge. I'm a quite the big fan of the Seinfeld.
I mean, I am too, but like, it's still our job to do the podcast.
Can we not?
We're legally bound to do the podcast.
Can we not break the budget
For what? We don't have a budget.
for the Seinfeld? We need a budget.
I'll extend the invitation, but he's not going to say yes.
It's the thought that counts.
I'll tweet him. Does he have Twitter? I don't even think he has Twitter.
I don't know. Anyway,
But he would be a good guest.
that's a thought for another day.
See, he would be actually funny.
He would.
And we would be not funny.
We would be way funnier. He could learn a few things.
We're funnier than Seinfeld.
He learned a few things.
Our show is better than all of Seinfeld's career. And it pays off today.
Absolutely.
But we're doing that for the Halloween party.
It's going to be a good time.
Nerf Player Unknowns Battlegrounds.
Absolutely.
In
Going to
the
be a
fields.
real big time.
Be a great time.
For
We're
some
going to do it in costume
big boys.
also.
Man.
The in costume's going to be the great part.
My costume.
Your costume's a real winner.
I'm so
Let's
excited.
talk about it during the spooky episode.
Have I showed you my costume?
You have shown me your costume.
Oh, man.
I haven't shown you my costume. Because
gonna
I'm
be
not doing a bank heist robber anymore.
Good
Like a
time.
modern day robber. It's too much to have to manage to get the way I want it to get it.
Right.
So I'm going to dress up as a gopnik, which is a Russian redneck.
Ah.
They all wear Adidas tracksuits.
Oh, man. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they have like a gas mask.
Oh, man.
Andrew's going to get an empty Russian vodka bottle and fill it with water. And we're going to both get we're both going to be cheeky breaking around the fields. It's going to be great.
Boy.
The costumes, we're going to have matching costumes.
It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a good time. Andrew looks more Russian than I do because a lot of them have their hair like really short. And my hair is just all over the place.
Da.
Ugh. We're going to learn like a bunch of ridiculous commands or a bunch of... Because we're going to film it with the GoPro also.
Right.
Andrew is going to bring his GoPro. And I'm going to get either a head camera or a body mount.
That'll be good.
And we're just going to yell at each other in Russian.
Cheeky breaky.
Jiggy briggy of them kit. It's going to be so much fun. I'm excited for the costume.
That'll be good.
And what's funny is like we're recording this on Sunday.
Right.
It's 6 days away, so I have to
I
get my costume like down.
I have 2 more things to buy. I have to buy a wife beater. and a gold chain. And some loafers. 3 things. Gotta get some old loafers.
I got to get my Adidas track pants. I already have the Telenashka, the striped Russian shirt that the Navy wears. I already have that. I already have the Adidas shoes, but I'm probably going to wear boots instead for it being outside.
Absolutely.
For it being outdoors.
I'm going to make sure I bring tennis shoes.
Yeah.
You can't gallivant around
In loafers.
a field in some old man loafers.
No, exactly.
Work.
I got to get that, and I'm not sure if I want to buy a gas mask or if I want to add another part to the costume. It's pretty much just like 3 things that you need.
Right.
I'm going to wear that, the track pants and the Telenashka. And then Andrew's going to wear the full track suit. And he's going to...
Adidas.
Yeah, the Adidas track suit. And it's going to be a great time.
That.
See, Andrew's actually learning Japanese legitimately.
I thought you... Russianese.
Russianese. He's learning Japanese legitimately. I think it's incredible.
Right, yeah.
He's learning the alphabet and the language.
He's quite a talented boy.
He's incredible. We need to have him on the podcast.
We do.
But I've tried to learn rhymes, and I'm more of a fan of it. Like my brain is not set up for languages at all. But we're gonna learn in a week's time. That's enough to learn like a bunch of just basic stuff.
Basic phrases.
So we're definitely going to do that. And it's going to be, it's the costume that we're going for. Well, I think the bank robber or the bank heist costume, while it would be like, full suit and tie, three or four duffel bags full of candy and fake money, and then like a Nerf gun painted to look like a real gun or whatever, that would be great. And it'd be great for the wow factor. But this is just like $30 that you spend, and it's so goofy. And we would be matching boys.
You can lounge in those tracksuits all day.
Tracksuit.
Tracksuit. Adidas.
Don't touch my Adidas tracksuit.
Duh.
But there's definitely going to be a lot of like squatting,
posting up, posing with my boys.
It's going to be a great time. We're going to take a bunch of pictures. That specific video, the Spooky Month episode, I am going to see if I can edit it to where you put in a bunch of pictures and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
Because we take a picture of the costume.
Absolutely.
Sophia edits it, but she just changed it from WAV file to MP4, and then puts it on YouTube, and that
slaps up that title,
and that's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That's great because it wouldn't be on there without her anyway.
Muy buena.
Thank you, Sophia. I took her the USB. We recorded the episodes on a laptop, then transferred them over to USB to play on the radio.
You didn't forget it this week.
I didn't forget it this week.
I'm proud of you, my boy.
Every other week, but I took Sophia the USB and I handed her a pizza and I said, "Here's your payment. Here's your bribery. I mean payment for doing the show. Thank you." And,
here is your money.
And I said, we're on episode 11 tomorrow, because this was yesterday.
Right.
And I said, we're doing episode 11 tomorrow. You've missed so many bits and jokes. And she said, I know I'm so far behind. Such a good time. Because she just got to editing 5 at the time of this recording.
And we're just hitting a good stride at 5.
Yeah. And like,
it's when it's really getting good.
And for Thanksgiving, I'm going to go see the other side of my dad's side of the family. Yeah. And I want them to hear my Wisconsin trip story.
For sure, yeah.
Because, that happened like a month and a half ago or whatever.
It doesn't seem like that long either.
It seems like it's been forever to me.
It really does.
It seems like it's been
Chicago
ages.
It's only been like 3 months. July, it's not been that long.
It seems like it's been ages.
Slipping away. Time.
Yeah, for real. I met Gus Johnson.
Time keeps on slipping.
And watching his videos now, I'm like, that's so cool. That's so cool to me. And I want Gus to hear the episode also.
Right.
Because he's very active in the community. Please listen to the episode.
Listen, my boy.
He does a podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's called Okay, I'll Talk. Is the name of his podcast. Okay. And he started his right after hours. Yeah. So I think he's on episode 7 or 8, I think.
We clearly have more subscribers. That's a joke.
Okay.
If you can't tell from my flat tone.
But if me retelling, there's a reason why I documented almost my entire trip of Wisconsin.
For sure.
Because I would forget details.
You saved all the snaps, didn't you?
I saved the Snapchats. And I put them into one big video just to put on YouTube eventually.
Real good time.
And then, talked about it on the podcast. So I think it'd be great to tell that story to my grandparents and my dad.
To my grandchildren.
My grandkids and their grandkids.
My grandpappy went and saw Gus. I saw it go to your lips. And my soul just died. Ever so slightly.
I still want a horn, though.
Each time.
I still want a horn, a matraca. I need to get you a bell. I'll get you one of the restaurant bells where they say, "Order up!" Bing!
I'd be down with the bell. I'd be down for the bell.
See, then I'd have to be like, "Oh, please don't ring that bell." That's what you sound like whenever you say, "Don't do me that." Please don't ring that bell.
You killed me. So, big part of the Spooky Month celebrations. Watching those scary movies. I
bumped the microphone. Sorry.
You love them?
I was going to say something. I bumped the mic. They're great. Yeah.
Good time.
I don't know what we're going to watch. We have to take a vote for the Venturing Crew. We're going to take either an in-person vote or a Facebook group vote, and I'm going to have to be like, do you want to do a scary movie? Do you want to play board games?
You want a cheeky breaky?
You want to do cheeky breaky? I need that song on cue. Ba 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 ba. That one's a good song too. I absolutely love it.
It's the only Russian song that I know.
I've been listening to Russian Euro dance beat or Eurobeat dance music, dance mix for the past 2 days.
Oh dear.
It's a 180-minute playlist.
That's a ridiculous playlist.
It's like it's bumping, dude. The whole time it's just like boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's great.
He hits those high notes. It's crazy. But anyway,
Yeah, Vitas is incredible.
scary movies.
Scary movies. What do you think we should watch?
I have quite a few.
All right, make a list.
that I definitely enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the classics.
The classics.
You got your Friday 13th.
Classic. Love it.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's really good. Classic slasher horror film.
Not as big a fan of those as I am Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween, Michael Myers.
Yeah, Halloween's really good.
Those are usually the ones I go for.
Mm-hmm.
Over the Jason Voorhees.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good. They're a good time too. But Halloween and probably some of my absolute favorites. I tell you one that I really enjoy.
And those are like
That's just it's not even like it's like jump out scary.
yeah.
It's just creepy.
Yeah.
Have you heard of The Witch?
I have heard of The Witch. It's
Wild
It's
movie.
number 3 on my horror movie list to watch.
It is a wild movie. I actually own it. We'll have to watch it sometime.
We'll have to watch
It is a
sometime.
wild time.
But what I was going to say was there's a difference between slasher films
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
horror films. Whereas the really Halloween good ones are like slasher horror films.
Right.
Whereas Aliens is a sci-fi horror film.
Yeah.
Still a horror film in some regards. And Aliens is an action horror film. Beautiful. Love this. I still haven't, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I still haven't seen Covenant.
I enjoyed it.
What time is it? 8:12?
I
I actually might just watch Covenant tonight
I myself
before I
enjoyed
go
it
to bed.
quite a bit. It's very polarizing.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just like Prometheus. It's like the new Ridley Scott stuff is just. It's just so.
Didn't Ridley Scott direct
hit
The
or
Martian?
miss.
He did. Yeah,
I don't know.
He did, and I really enjoyed The Martian.
I didn't know.
And
I couldn't get into that one.
You couldn't get into it.
I don't know why. Like I usually like the big
Go get him sci-fi.
yeah,
films,
I like those kind of stuff, but I just couldn't get into that one.
Definitely The Martian, and this is going to sound crazy, but I'll
Yeah.
get to it. The Martian and John Wick are very similar in the sense of they extend your suspension of disbelief.
What do you mean?
John Wick 2, for example,
Mhm.
the very opening scene, he is standing and he just took out like a couple guards, right?
Right.
He gets hit by a car in the legs, and he's just like, ah, and then stands back up and takes them all out.
Yeah.
If you get hit by a car in real life, you're dead. At that speed, and the way he got hit by a car.
You don't just
He gets-
walk it off.
He gets
Yeah.
flung,
Yeah.
flanged. He gets flinged.
Flinged it around.
He gets flinged around like 15 feet. He would be dead. In The Martian,
Yeah.
you'd be dead, no doubt. Like a lot of that stuff is like it really extends your suspension of disbelief, and that's why I think that they do very well.
And they have to.
They have to,
Like
exactly.
that's the
Otherwise, you become
the fun,
James Bond or Mission Impossible
which
or
I
The
love
Expendables.
I love James Bond.
I don't like the new James Bond.
Don't get me wrong. I don't like the new James Bond.
Daniel
Love
Craig.
the old James
Daniel
Bonds.
Craig's a great actor,
Not a good James Bond.
not a great James Bond.
Personally.
I think
It's
Casino
just a
Royale was
personal
really
opinion.
good. I think Casino Royale was very good.
It was a good movie.
Well, it has issues. I think it was very good. I think it was a great reintroduction to the Bond
absolutely.
series. But if they had all been that good, then we wouldn't have an issue.
No.
But the last 5 films were boring.
Though I liked Skyfall. Skyfall was good.
I didn't even like Skyfall.
Skyfall was good.
They're just
But-
boring. It just seems everything just
The
seems like
last
he's
one
an
was-
action. He's a generic action hero.
Hey, that last one.
Whereas like the Sean Connery Bonds, like he's just this wild guy.
Yeah, like
going
he's-
around with hot babes,
Yeah.
gambling.
It was every
going
guy's
to
fantasy. Like that was the appeal of the time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you can do that without the campiness, without the sets, and then the cheesy taglines like "stick around." Like you can do movies without that stuff.
Stick around.
Or he threw the toaster in that guy. He pushed the guy into a bathtub in Goldfinger.
The toaster.
And then he said, after he got electrocuted by the toaster, he said, "Shocking."
I love
And he goes,
that.
"Ba-da, ba-da."
I love that. See, that's like my favorite part. I love
Yeah,
the
and they're
cheesiness.
good for being the 1960s.
Yeah.
But if you remove the campiness and remove just the goofiness, but you don't take the movie too seriously,
Yeah.
you can make a great James Bond.
It's part of the
But he
charm,
needs to
though.
be fighting supervillains, not terrorist organizations,
Yeah.
not bad guys in Serbia.
Yeah.
He becomes a generic action
Like that's
villain.
part of the fun is those those just over the top
The
personalities.
guy that
and
turns
just-
around in the chair and is petting a
ridiculous.
bright white cat and says,
right.
"Hello, Mr. Bond." That's an
I
action
see you
movie
have
villain.
returned.
That's the whole point.
Exactly.
But if you run into a guy that's like, "I'm a Serbian Russian terrorist, I'm going to
Cheeky
bomb."
break.
If he's a cheeky breaky wearing a tracksuit, and it's just going to bomb the Middle East or whatever. That's not a villain.
That's literally
that's just a
that's
terrorist.
every action movie today.
Exactly, and we don't need more of it. That's what Mission
No.
Impossible is. That's
No,
you know,
we don't.
we don't need it.
But that's what we
This
keep
is turned to
getting.
the movie rant podcast.
This is what we keep getting.
It's just aggravating.
Clean up your act, Hollywood.
It's just so aggravating.
Message from Ethan.
And then even Daniel Craig said on Skyfall after Spectre, they did Spectre, and they did Spectre.
Spectre is the worst.
They did Spectre, and he said, "I would rather slash my wrists instead of doing another James Bond." But he's doing one more movie.
him? Spectre was horrid.
He's doing one more
I
movie.
bought it just because I already own the Blu-ray collection, and there was a spot in the back of the thing for Spectre, so I waited till it was like $1, and then put it in the back.
long afterwards.
And put it in the back. And you think I've watched it again? No.
It's so boring.
It is. Now, what is his name? The guy that plays the villain.
Mads Mikkelsen?
He's in Mother.
It's Matt Mickelson.
Is it? Or am I thinking of a different one?
I'm thinking of a different one.
What's his name?
Let's go to Google.
I was thinking it was the same guy from Mother,
It might be.
which I can't recall his name right now. Let's find out.
I'm sure there's good podcast material.
What was his name?
Inspector?
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, Javier Bardem. He isn't Mother.
Yeah.
We need to see Mother. I need to see Mother.
It's really good. Excellent movie.
I hear it's polarizing more than Alien Covenant. I hear it's very polarizing.
Well, in different ways.
In different ways, yeah.
Where Mother is thought-provoking and interesting, you have Alien Covenant, which is mediocre and
Crazy.
just wow.
Yeah.
You know, over the top. So, over the top in different ways, but,
Yeah.
you know, here or there. So,
So,
be looking forward to next podcast.
the Spooky Month podcast.
The spooky episodes.
I'll probably open it in Romanian.
You'll have to learn some Romanian for us.
I'll just have to learn like the very, like. Here's a sneak peek. All right, we're gonna play a good song.
Play
And
good.
It's gonna be, good evening.
Blah!
It's gonna be great. I'm really excited for it.
It's gonna be good.
I'm excited to close October. It seems like only yesterday we were talking about how much stuff we had in October.
I know.
And we're down to the last week.
It really does. And I tell you what, my month didn't go anything like I thought it would.
No,
Just
mine-
all over the place.
Yeah, mine was all over the place, but
Good month, but all over the place.
it has been all over the place. Like I said, the board's filling up fast. The board is just about full. It seems like Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm not doing anything though.
Which is good. Gotta have that time.
Yeah.
Gotta have that time. Speaking of time,
Speaking of time,
it's about that time.
I reckon we're about out of time. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
We are. I've been watching
I don't know.
with my papers.
Look at Ethan, be responsible.
Being a responsible adult. That's what I'm here for. One of us has to be.
Oh, also the laptop's about dead. Guess whose episode is almost over?
Well
Ours.
timed.
Well timed, laptop.
On that note,
You want to go ahead and close them out, boy?
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Tune in next week
Tune in next week
for the
for the
third
third
opinion podcast
and
radio
and radio
show.
program.
Tuesdays. Just kidding. I was wondering if you would catch it. Mondays.
Wait.
Mondays
Time
at
out.
2.
Time out. You said Tuesday.
I was testing
You said Tuesdays, and I was like,
I was testing
wait,
you.
did he say Tuesdays purposely?
Mondays
and
at
I
2.
looked directly at you.
Mondays at 2.
Mondays at 2.
Fridays at 5.
And we might change the schedule, and we might get an actual set. I'm trying to lock us down an actual set.
Exciting.
Exciting. The podcast, we're making it big, but we don't have a guest, so let's not worry about that for now.
Look forward to next week for those spooky stories.
Follow us on Twitter at EMH Games.
I don't remember mine. I never use it. We'll get back to that. Have a great week.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode.